All right, you guys. So here are my week 8 rankings, or my rankings after week 7, after this past week in college football. So my number 1 is Ohio State after getting a great win at Illinois. My number 2 is Indiana after having the best win in the country so far at Oregon. My number 3 is Miami. They had a bye. My number 4 is Texas Tech. They haven't even been trailing this year, or they haven't even been tied yet, Texas Tech. They're 6-0. Every win has been by at least 24. My number 5 is Texas A&M. My number 6 is Alabama after having 3 straight ranked wins and having a great one at Missouri yesterday. They're not in the top 5 though, because their loss at Florida State looks worse now after Florida State's 3-3. My number 7 is Georgia after getting a decent win at Auburn yesterday. My number 8 is Ole Miss. I didn't move them down or up, even if they struggled against Washington State. My number 9 is Tennessee. They barely beat Arkansas, but so did Ole Miss. My number 10 is Oregon. So Oregon goes down 7 spots, and their win at Penn State doesn't look as good anymore. Penn State's trash this year, 3-3. So Oregon is number 10. My number 11 is LSU. My number 12 is Oklahoma. So Oklahoma goes down 8 spots from 4 to 12 after getting blown out to Texas. Number 13, I have Notre Dame. So their losses to A&M and Miami look better and better every single week. The more A&M and Miami win, the more that helps Notre Dame. And the more Notre Dame wins, the more that helps their case. So I have Notre Dame at 13. 14, I still have South Florida after getting another decent win on their resume at undefeated 5-0 North Texas. They beat them, blew them out by 27 points. 15, I have Georgia Tech. They're still undefeated. 16, I have Vanderbilt. Their only loss was to at number 6 Alabama. Number 17, I have BYU, so they go up 3 spots for me. BYU finally gets a pretty quality, decent, above average win this year on the road. They win in 2 overtimes at 4-2 Arizona. So BYU goes up 3 from 20 to 17. 18, I have Virginia. Virginia goes down a spot from 17 to 18 for me. Virginia's 18. Their win against Florida State doesn't look as good now. Their best win's still at Louisville. But they still have that loss to NC State. 19, I have Nebraska. So Nebraska got a solid win yesterday at 4-2 Maryland. And then 20, I have Cincinnati. Cincinnati dominated UCF yesterday. They're 5-1. Their only loss was to Nebraska by 3. 21, I have USC. So USC blew out 13 Michigan this last week. They blew them out 31-13. Some USC's 5-1. Their only loss was on a last-second field goal at Illinois. That's their only loss for USC. So USC's 21. 22, I have Missouri. So Missouri goes down 6 spots after losing at home to Alabama. They're 5-1. 23, I have Utah. Utah blew out 25 Arizona State in my rankings this last week. So Utah was on my receiving votes on 26. Now they're 23, so they go up 3 spots. But Arizona State didn't have their starting quarterback Levitt playing. So, but still a good win for Utah. Now it's the big rivalry, the Holy War, BYU-Utah this upcoming week in Provo. So let's see how that goes. 24, I have Memphis, undefeated Memphis at 6-0. They have a Power 4 win over Arkansas, winning by a point. 25, I have Texas. Texas gets finally a great win this year against their rival on a neutral site. At the time, for Oklahoma, they blew them out by 17, 23-6. And that's how Texas is 25. And Texas has a solid loss at number 1 Ohio State, only losing by a touchdown. But they still have that bad loss, not as good of a loss at Florida, but still only losing by 1 score on the road. So 25 is Texas at 4-2. My receiving votes, 26 is Washington. They're 5-1. 27, I have Michigan. So Michigan drops down my top 25. They were 13 for me last week, and now they're 27. So Michigan, I think, is 4-2. They still have that good win, though, at Nebraska. But the reason why Nebraska's ahead of Michigan is because Nebraska only has 1 loss. Michigan has 2 losses. 28, I have Louisville. They're still, I think, 4-1. I think they've only lost 1 game in overtime to 18 Virginia. So I have Louisville at 28. 29, I have undefeated Navy. I think they're 6-0. It's time to give them some respect. And 30, I have undefeated UNLV. I think they're also 6-0 as well. But UNLV plays at Boise State, I think, either this week or next week. So that'll be a big game. So that is my rankings for this week. Hope you enjoyed it.